Hello everyone and welcome back to the Happy-Go-Lucky Scamps channel on YouTube. My name is Mike and today we are back in Dragon Age. Yes, that's right. In the last episode we were in the middle of a massive fight in Redridge. I, for some reason, am focusing on Morrigan here. And in a minute we're going to see just a swarm of death come from over this ridge. And it's our job today to try and make sure that we actually get through this fight in one piece. So, let's see how we get on. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very tough. I don't really have a strategy for how I'm going to get through this, or how, well, whether or not we're actually going to get through this. So I'm just going to take it as it comes, and, well, hope for the best, really. So, without further ado, let's continue. I'm quite concerned as to why people haven't started coming down over the mountain yet. It's a little bit disconcerting. Gary, have you got anything to say on the matter? Probably not. Is there anything down here? Can we see anything over the ridge that might indicate where these evil nasties are? No, there isn't. Okay, that's really weird. So maybe they're on, like, maybe they're all on a lunch break. Like, maybe they've just decided that today is not the day for an invasion, and they're just gonna have a lunch break. Can we run this way? Can we do this? Can we run into the evil smog? We can, apparently. We can run through the snot green smog into nothingness, seemingly. Apart from random graphics glitches in the background. Oh, somehow we've managed to go in a massive circle and come back out the other side. Right, okay. So, I'm not entirely certain what's going on. The attack at nightfall. Right, let's go and see what's over here then. So let's bring the whole party down. We'll bring everyone, we'll get them all together in one big group. We can all be one big happy family. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Let's go explore. Well, not explore. Let's go prepare for a massive assault. Oh, here they are. Right, okay. So, same tactic as before. We're gonna jump in and help these militia guys. We need to make sure Morrigan is casting spells, obviously, because if she doesn't, then we're all a little bit doomed. Now, I still don't know why our guys are just kind of stopping where they are. However, I remember that there was a way that we could set their, well, what they do in battle. Tactics, here it is. So in tactics, Alistair's default is, well, Alistair's everything at the moment is set to default and defender. So let's change this to scrapper, which hopefully will mean that he gets into the action a little bit more. What's this target condition? Enemy. Oh my god. Wow, this is incredibly detailed. Okay, we'll have him set to aggressive, because that way he'll actually get in there and do good do's. War Dog, we've got for Larry, of course. We'll have him set to cautious. Gary will have set... he's a scrapper as well, but we'll have him set to... Oh, I don't know. Let's keep him cautious. We'll keep everyone cautious. Apart from Morrigan, who'll be ranged, and Alistair, who'll be aggressive. And we'll see whether or not that actually helps us in the future. Come on, guys, everyone in. Let's go. What are we doing? What's Gary doing? Morrigan is stood on the sidelines, casting nothing, as usual. Let's get her on this walking corpse. Alistair, we'll get you on this walking corpse. Larry, come on, get in here with a dread howl. And hopefully that will freeze some people in place. Nope. Nope, it's actually just stopped him in his tracks. Gary does seem to be doing something at least. He's in there. He's fighting the good fight. Winning something. Yes, Morrigan. Yes, that is what we're talking about. We need to... No, stealth won't help us here. We need to do our signature kick to the groin. Alistair, what are you doing? You're, like, fighting everyone all at the same time. Give him a little shield bash, or not. Gary, Larry, get on this guy. We need to make sure that everyone is pulling their weight. I think that was our main problem the last time we did this. We'll give him a vulnerability hex as well. So this guy has now been weakened, and that means we can do a lot more damage to him. And Morrigan has just blown him up in a massive cloud of cloud. Because that's what that would be. Right, okay, Alistair is just kind of... He targeted this guy and then stopped for some reason. Now this walking corpse is attacking Morrigan. Morrigan is stood here just taking it, really. She doesn't really seem to care. I'll drain his life just so we've got a little bit of that back. Gary is still doing absolutely outstanding work. Let's do a dual weapon sweep. This is a new ability which just seemed to do a little bit of a flourish and nothing else. Larry, are you still helping with this guy? Probably not. Let's make sure that you are. We'll do a Dread Howl as well to stun these guys, so at least it takes a little bit of the heat off. You see, guys? You see? I can sort of do tactics-ish. It just takes a while for me to actually realize what I have to do. We'll get in here with some precise striking. That should take a substantial chunk of our enemy's health. Gary needs to focus on this guy, I think, with a deadly strike. Pow! Right in the face, almost. No, he's just kind of embracing him. I think he's going in for a little smooch, actually. He's just going in for a little kiss, whereas Alistair seems to be much more involved. Let's heal up. Make sure that we're at the top of our game. Morrigan, who are you targeting at the moment? That guy there. Okay, well let's keep her on that guy. We'll drain his life to top Morrigan up. Gary, I'm going to keep a bit of a close eye on, just to make sure he doesn't go under without us noticing. And Alistair here will just kind of cut through everyone. Shield bash that guy down. Gary is in trouble again. We need to drink more health potions. I think it's because a couple of these guys are on him. No, it seems... No, only this guy is on him, so... Well, that's something, at least. Morrigan can help here, though, because Gary will have taken a lot of the aggro from that guy. So, if we do Disorient, then hopefully that should take some of the heat off. And then we'll give him a Vulnerability Hex as well, which means we can do even more damage. Gary now just standing there taking a beating and leaving Larry to do all of the work, which means now we have to use another health potion. And this is getting unbelievably annoying now. Morrigan is going to have to finish him off, I think, with a Winter's Blast. Gary's now back up to full health. He's feeling good. He's feeling fine. He's taken down this guy. He's going to help Alistair with this guy. Larry has just basically decided that he can take on anything and anyone, so has ended up doing so. Let's keep Morrigan in here with all the spells. Let's get some lightning in here as well. Gary is now on low health again. Has Larry used a Dread Howl? No, not yet. So, if we use a little bit of health, just a little bit of a health potion, on Larry here, then, once he's healed up, if we Dread Howl, that'll stun at least a couple of these guys. Oh no, Gary! No, Gary's down! Oh, this isn't good. I think this is spelling the beginning of the end, unfortunately, because we are not anywhere near through this. We're just going to keep wailing on guys now. It's all we can really do. Morrigan is, well, fighting the good fight, but unfortunately, there's only, like, a limited amount of things that she can actually do. It's Alistair who's going to be in here doing most of the fighting. And we need to keep him in here doing most of the fighting because, I mean, he's our strongest character now. Morrigan has obviously aggroed even more people. This archer is somehow still alive as well. And all credit to him. I have no idea how he's still alive. Most of our characters are now pretty much dead. We've got one health potion left here, which we're going to use on Larry. And I probably should have used it on Alistair, thinking about it now. But, oh well. Morrigan is going to have to help this guy, because I don't think he's going to make it on his own. He needs a little bit of help from his friends, which is us also, I believe. Right, now we're going to pull Larry out for a minute, because he's getting absolutely murdered. And hopefully he should be able to help Morrigan up here. We've still got our archer guy as well, which is good. That's something. We can't heal with Morrigan, which is extremely unfortunate, because otherwise I'd be using a lot more health spells. And this archer's down, and I think this just spells the end for us, I'm afraid, guys. We'll go through our final form with Morrigan. So the only thing we can do is turn her into a giant spider and then try and poison the hell out of all of these zombies. Nope, she's down now, and that's now they're all on Larry, and I think that's it, I'm afraid, guys. Yeah, that's it. That is it. We're down and out, and God. What are we gonna do? How are we going to get through this? Okay, here we go then, guys. We're back once again, and I think we need to start thinking about tactics. We certainly need to do something to keep these guys actually... God, I think the main problem that we're having to face is that they just don't attack. They just simply don't attack. I've got one more theory. I was thinking about this the other day, and of course we actually got some fire arrows at some point, which I haven't equipped on anyone. Here we are, fire arrows. So if we give Gary, because Gary doesn't do as much damage as everyone else, if we give Gary these fire arrows and keep him on the back lines with Morrigan, then potentially we can do a little bit more damage from afar without drawing too many of our people into the main fight. And we can keep them on the back line with this guy. So what we'll do is we'll have Morrigan, if I zoom out a little bit and use the tactical viewer, which we haven't really used since we started. So we'll have Morrigan and Gary here, and then we will move Alistair and Larry in here, and they will fight on the front lines. Right, here we go. So this is tactic number something. And of course, Alistair has already decided that he just can't do it and has completely stopped. Gary. Now, Gary on the back line, zooming back in. He should start shooting at this guy with a pinning shot, I think. So Morrigan can then move alongside him, focusing on the same guy, and we'll get her in good range to use her spells, which is good. Alistair has finally made it into the fight, finally, and is now going to start wailing on this guy. And Larry, I want on this guy as well. I want him to use a Dread Howl to stun these people. This guy is now moving in to try and get our backliners, so we'll focus on him a little bit more. Morrigan, if you could very kindly use a vulnerability hex on him, then hopefully that should help Alistair take him down with Larry. There we go. Oh, he's not quite down, but it's okay, because he's decided to move on to other people. Let's get Larry in here. Alistair also around the back over here. We want to take out this guy because I think he's going to be quite a severe threat. Gary will also have on the same guy. Can we pick him out? There's Alistair, so it'll be that guy there. Let's get Gary in here with another pinning shot. Are we too far away to be doing any damage? Yes, I think we are. So let's move in a little bit closer now. And Morrigan is now come under fire. Let's shoot at this guy with our flaming arrows. Our flaming arrows seem to be doing a lot more damage than we were doing previously, which is always a good thing. So Gary will probably keep as an archer on the back lines from now on. Alistair seems to be doing sterling work in the middle here. Just absolutely destroying people. And Larry as well, I mean, he's not exactly doing terribly, although he does seem to have just stopped, which isn't the best, really. It's not the greatest. Alistair, shield bash this guy to the floor. How are Morrigan and Gary getting on? Tolerable, it's alright. Which guy is Alistair fighting? It's that guy there. Will we be able to pick him out of a crowd and use a vulnerability hex? I don't know, let's try... Let's just shoot at that guy because he's an alpha, so we'll hopefully do a little bit more. Gary, we're going to move in further so that he has a better chance at shooting the right people. Larry is still doing an amazing job, actually, given the fact that he's basically just been left to his own devices, which I think is pretty unbelievable. Ordinarily, he would have just kind of given up by now. Bit of precise striking. This guy has somehow been thrown to the floor, not entirely certain how. Ah, I see. So when they move out of range, Alistair all of a sudden just kind of stops. Now, that isn't very good. That's not really what we want. Okay, so let's help this guy. And Larry, by using a vulnerability hex on the guy who's now literally just run away. Gary, where are you going? Gary is moving in for some reason. No, pinning shot, sorry, no, I pressed completely the wrong button. Alistair is on the back line here. We haven't targeted the right person. Of course we haven't targeted the right person. It wouldn't be me if I didn't have a massive cock-up in the middle of a massive battle. Larry doesn't seem to be doing that much. Oh, I say that. He just kind of bit this guy's testicles into, like, the middle of next week. So, yeah, okay, Larry's doing fine. We'll keep him topped up on health. Morrigan, as a backliner, is doing stunning work. As usual, Winter's Blast. We'll make sure that we're keeping these guys alive, and we're not having to use that many health potions on our backliners anymore, which is fantastic. Gary has decided now that fuck archery. He's just going to get in here with his double daggers and just rip the shit out of everything, which isn't what I asked him to do at all. And that means now we're probably going to find ourselves using health potions on more people, and that is not good. Right, let's get our health potions in here, heal up Alistair and Larry, and basically carry on wailing on these guys. Morrigan, what are you up to? You are on this guy here, whose life we shall drain, and whom is now stunned. Larry has just dread howled, which means that everyone else is stunned as well, and we will continue to bite this guy in the ass. Alistair, what are you doing? You're focusing on the guys who have the most health, which is probably a good thing. Morrigan, can we support Alistair? No, I didn't want to click on Larry. I want to use this here. Pow! Yes, right. Okay, we're getting somewhere, guys, I think. Finally, after all this time, we're actually managing to make some kind of a difference. Gary is doing, well, something. I don't really want to call it stunning work. Alistair, what are you doing? Oh, you're coming over here to defend Morrigan. My god, Alistair, you've actually done something reasonably good. Right, let's take out this guy because he's just going to be a damage dealer, an unnecessary damage dealer at that. Larry is nearly dead. We shall use one of these. I'm sorry, I keep pressing the wrong button every single time I go to try and do that. Let's use a health potion, carry on kicking the shit out of this guy. Morrigan here can use her arcane bolts, which we haven't used actually very much, although she only seems to fire one. That's not really amazing. Larry, how you doing? You've killed this guy by biting him in the testicles enough times. Shall we pull him back? Yes, let's pull him back. Let's get him over here. Gary, what are you up to? You're destroying this guy with multiple backstabs and generally just filling him full of holes. Alistair, turn around. Just absolutely destroy this guy. That'll be fine. Morrigan seems to be focusing on the same person, which is good. So let's get Morrigan focusing on this guy now, though, just because I'm conscious that Alistair can handle his own, and Gary's just going for it with the backstabs. He's loving life. Let's get over here. Dual weapon sweep. We used it a little bit prematurely there, apparently, but that's okay. Everyone is still alive, although it is becoming increasingly more difficult to keep people alive now. Another health potion for Larry, because he is going to be the guy, or the dog, should I say, that basically stuns everyone. He's going to be our stunner. Haha, see what I did there? Let's get Morrigan in here with some arcane shots. Gary, what are you doing? You backstabbing the shit out of this guy? I hope so. No, you're backstabbing the shit out of this guy. Well, let's keep up with that, because it means that, yes, he can go down as well. And then we'll move on to this guy who is also nearly dead. There we go. Right, guys, we might, I don't want to say it, but we might possibly, potentially, maybe get through this ish if we believe. So, shield bash this guy to the floor. Larry is still in here, causing no end of trouble for these guys. Morrigan, what are you up to? You're attracting aggro from these guys. We don't need to specifically use a health thing, so we'll just arcane bolt this guy, and we'll get Gary in here, although Gary does already seem to be making a move towards this guy, and that's fine. Right, so he's now down, and we've got 2 on Gary. Alistair is in here just absolutely destroying this guy as usual. I keep using the term destroying, but it's the most apt word really that I can find. So, Morrigan, help Gary here because otherwise Gary is going to die. Alistair, should we keep you on this guy? I think we shall. Just keep destroying him. Just keep doing what you're doing. Shield pummel him. That's fine. Okay. We've got another 2 on the way. How many have we got here so far? Is it 6? No, it's 5 now because we've just taken this guy down. What does this do? Threaten. Let's see if we can draw some aggro. Doesn't seem to have worked, as usual. Right. Larry, oh my god. You are... If Larry is an MVP, I really don't know who would be. Larry has just... Oh no, we've lost Alistair. Oh shit. And I think, unfortunately, that means we're all going to go down. Gary here has put up one hell of a fight during this, but I think this might be his time, unfortunately. Let's Dreadhowl. Get Larry on this guy. Morrigan somehow managed to fling that guy. Do we have any more health potions at all? Have we got anything? A small amount of... like instantly restores mana, no. Although, actually, it's quite useful to know that we have that. Frozen Lightning, Crushing Lightning, small bonus electricity resistance. Can we use this? Use? What does it do? I don't know. We're about to find out, guys. There we go. Nothing. That's what it does. Nothing at all. Right, let's backstab this guy into oblivion. If we're gonna go down, we're gonna go down swinging, guys. It's our way. It's the only way. Larry here is putting up one... just absolutely... I can't even... I just can't... he's dead, but... and now this guy is focusing on the archer, so we'll leave him to focus on the archer. Gary has now gone down, which means we need to focus on this chap. We'll wait until we get Drain Light. In fact, no, do you know what? I'm going to use this, because this supposedly restores our mana, which is exactly what we need. And now we can drain his life, and we can Winter's Blast this guy. And that means we've got a little bit more health to play with. We can use a Vulnerability Hex on this guy. Once the cooldown for that comes back, hopefully... we're going to have to run away. I just need the cooldown to finish. No! Oh, god damn it, no! Oh, god. Why is this so hard? And now they've just stopped. Great. We've all died, and those two have made peace, and they've become best friends, and now they're probably going to skip off into the distance in some kind of, I don't know, just kind of happy, kind of jumping around in fields and... Right. Okay, guys. Third and final attempt. I want this to be the last time. I don't want us to have to go through all of this again. Let us use... I've noticed that a few of our guys have got some ailments, so let's start using these injury kits to get rid of those prior to going into battle. Hopefully that'll give us a bit more of a tactical edge. So now our guys shouldn't have those ailments, which is perfect. Right, okay, fine. Right, fine. What's this? Acid Blast. When throwing this blast, splashes acid, dealing nature damage to all creatures it hits. Right, okay. Let's go with what we did before. We'll give Gary some fire arrows, because they seem to work incredibly well. Let's get him in here with his fire arrows. And why has his bow just disappeared? Why has that happened? He's got swords here, and his bow has disappeared. Well, that's just great. It was this one, wasn't it, I think? Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's fine. Right, so, we've now got that. Let's select all of our party. Let's get them down over here. We're going to use that tactic one more time and see whether or not we can actually breach their lines. Because the problem is, I think, they are just infinite. There's no end to these guys, like, coming at us. So, right, let's get our tactics in order. So, we've got Gary here. Down over here. Let's make it down over here. So we've got Gary there, Morrigan there. Alistair is going to run in and do a hell of a lot of damage, and so is Larry. Right, let's get people in position. Here we go. Okay, Gary's in position. Larry has already decided to have a break, which is odd and kind of awkward. So, we've got our people in position now. Gary can start firing on this guy with a pinning shot. Morrigan can go at this guy and get a vulnerability curse in on him. Let's get Alistair in there as well, and Larry in there as well. Alistair, no. I told you to go and attack this guy. Now go. Jeez. Come on. No, don't just randomly stop. Why are you doing that? Right, okay. Let's get him on this guy then, because he just doesn't seem to want to do anything at the moment. How's Gary doing? Gary, did your pinning shot work? No, you've just decided to stop. Okay. Let's keep you shooting at that guy then. Morrigan, how are you doing? Your Winter's blasting away and using the spells that we need you to use. Larry is in here being the champion of the day. Let's use Threaten with Alistair, and hopefully that will give us a bit more of the aggro. Although it's uncertain. That guy has gone down like a sack of spuds, and well, it doesn't seem to have... Wow, that Winter's Blast did nothing. Like, pretty much nothing, at least, anyway. This guy is super tough. Right, okay, let's keep it up. Let's keep on the pressure. Larry here is taking a lot of the damage, which he wasn't before. Gary, why have you switched? I didn't tell you to switch. Keep shooting with your bow. This is what we need. And Morrigan, how are you doing? Drain this guy's life. Do it. Cool. Okay. Safe. Right. Alistair, don't just stand there. Hit the guy standing next to you. For Christ's sake, man. You are our strongest person. If you go down, the party goes down. You cannot afford to just stand there. Let's get a Dread Howl in here. That guy has now been stunned. Gary, get this guy. He's attacking your dog, and we need him to stay alive. Morrigan as well. Let's get him on this guy. We'll give him, well, let's use Mind Blast. Now we'll use Lightning. We'll get a Lightning spell in on him there. Arcane missiles and a Winter's Blast will absolutely destroy him with spells. How are you doing, Larry? Pretty good. Pretty okay. You are being attacked by 3 people, which is not the best. We should probably give you a health potion just to keep your health up. Come on, Larry, you can make it through this. I believe in you. We can get through this together. With Alistair's help, we might even be able to take down a couple of guys for you. So, let's do this. Let's get in here. That guy's now gone down. And I think that is... Oh no, I thought that was one of the archers for a minute then, but it wasn't. It's okay, it's fine. Larry, take this guy out. He needs to... Oh my god, what just happened? Alright, it was a Winter's Blast. That's fine. A Winter's Grasp, sorry. I'm never ever going to get that right. I'm sorry, guys. I think we're just going to have to accept that I am never ever going to pronounce that correctly. Let's go with another lightning spell. And those guys should have gone down. Larry still in here. Alistair just comes barreling through with the biggest shield blast we've seen in a long time. Let's use Threaten as well. Hopefully that should keep him on us. Now he's stunned. Morrigan can get in here with a Winter's Grasp. See, there you go, I got it right that time. And Gary can start focusing on this guy, I think, with a pinning shot. Excellent, excellent. We're finally getting somewhere. Larry, do you want some health? Yes, of course you do. Let's get you healed up. Make sure you stay alive throughout the duration of this. That guy is buggered off over there somewhere. So we will attack whoever is attacking us, which seems to be this guy. Let's get Gary to help Larry with this guy as well. And we can take him down together. Morrigan is shooting at this guy, which is good. Let's use our Arcane Bolt, which was a little bit wasted because he actually went down after we did it. Alistair, where are you? What are you doing? Right, attack this guy. You and Larry are going to be the dream team here. You're going to take this guy down. For everyone else, Morrigan seems to be focusing on this chap, this guy, this general bastard. Larry is now biting thin air. Now that's not very good. We need him to use his Dread Howl to stun all of these guys, and while they're stunned, we'll get a cheeky Arcane Blast in here, and that will take that guy down. Perfect. Right. So, this guy next for Larry. This is the guy that we need to take down, Larry. Come on. We can't lose it again this time. We've got to get these guys down. We've got to win this. There's no other choice. Right, we've drawn a guy. We've drawn a guy out, which means that Gary is not going to be very happy. Let's take this guy down. thank you very much. Wham bam, thank you, man. Let's take down another guy. Bosh, there he goes, down. This guy as well. Larry stood here doing literally fuck all. Let's get him over here on this guy, and let's get him over here on this, sorry, Alistair over here on this guy as well. Morrigan, what are you doing? You're attacking all of the people who have come to attack us. Great. Okay. Let's keep Gary, we'll keep the pressure up with Gary. And these two, oh, these two are actually just wailing on this militia archer guy. Right, let's see how many guys we can take down. Larry has decided to growl at this guy and try and take him down, but that's not really the best idea. We need these guys working together for the greater good of mankind and otherwise. Let's take this guy down. Now let's turn around, put the hurt on this guy. Alistair is nearly down, so we'll give him the greater health, and we'll give Larry just a regular health potion, because they both need it. There we go. Right, so our tanks are back in the game. Gary is, well, trying to kill this guy, but unfortunately not doing very well. Morrigan is backing him up, but at the same time, again, not really doing the best. So let's put a vulnerability hex on him. And that should make it a little bit easier. And then we can pull Alistair back, and we can pull Larry back over here to take down these guys. Come on, guys. Come on. We cannot lose this again. Come on, Larry. Dreadhowl these guys. That's it. Right, let's stun all these guys in the immediate vicinity. Morrigan is now losing health, so we'll use a Drain Life spell on this guy to try and recoup some of the stuff that we've lost. How are you doing, Alistair? You need to start using this threat a lot more. Precise striking the guy on the floor. There we go. We've taken the heat off of Morrigan. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed. So Gary is now, Gary is now going to go and backstab the shite out of this guy. Larry, what are you up to? You are decimating this guy, and then we'll move on to him. Fine. Perfect. Gary, unfortunately, is nearly dead because of this guy here. So how do we resolve this? We get Alistair in here, big fucking size 9s, and a health poultice to try and take him down. Come on, shield pummel. We need to take some of this aggro off of Gary somehow. Morrigan, can you do anything here? Yes, you can. Of course you can. Oh no, you really need to finish off taking this guy down. That guy has now become stunned, which is good, which means Gary is now stood there doing diddly shit all. Let's take this guy down. Come on, don't miss. You need to take him down, don't miss. And now we'll backstab the hell out of this guy. Larry is on very limited health, which is extremely unfortunate. I don't really know what to do about that. Morrigan, what are you doing? You're focusing on that guy, whereas you should be focusing on that guy. And Alistair, well, what can I say? what can we say? Let's just shield bash this guy, so at least that's one person we don't have to worry about. We've got another guy who's come in to join the fight, which, oh no! 2 of our party have gone down in quick succession, and that means that we're just going to get completely overwhelmed once again and die. Because unfortunately, there's nothing more we can do. So yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, guys. This is it. That's it. That's it. Okay, so it's been a long episode, and we haven't really made any progress at all. I'm very sorry about that, guys. What I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and finish this, and then the next episode hopefully will be on the other side of all of this action. So until then, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're still enjoying the series, even though I absolutely suck at the combat in this game. And of course, remember to hit like if you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I will see you soon, I guess. So take care, guys. Bye.